Welcome to Unsportsmanlike Conduct, the teaser edition. Today we're going to talk about Ocho Cinco, or excuse me,
no more Cinco,
or Chad Johnson. I got my man James J.D. Davis here.
How you doing?
And as always, your host, Jason Big J. Allen. All right, so we're going to get into this Ocho Cinco thing. I'm going to let J.D. Start us off.
Oh no, where do all the prima donna receivers go? From the limelight to not being able to find yourself on Madden. If we could find Chad No More Cinco, I bet he would tell us. What do you think?
I think Chad got a raw deal. I mean, yes, he signed a contract saying any incidents would get him, kicked off the Miami Dolphins. But I also think that incident that did take place, I mean, maybe it's more to it, maybe it's less to it. It's never right to hit a woman, but I think it's been a lot. He hasn't done anything else in the league that really warrants having a one strike thing like T.O. or Randy Moss has.
Well, let's look at it a little different way. Let's look at it like family. You know, your family comes to visit you. They're there like, 3 days? They really haven't done anything wrong, but it's time for them to go.
But that's a different situation. Like, you didn't go to your family and go, hey, I'm going to sign a contract for you to be here for X amount of time. And if you go over that time, you got to be gone. Or, if you irritate me, you got to be gone. So, I mean, I think that's a different situation than the family thing.
Well, he if he would have produced, if he would have went there and just blew up, like, oh, this is our number one receiver, he could have probably got away with what he did.
Well, it was preseason. We don't even know what he would have done. He hadn't even played a whole game for Miami yet.
Yeah, he only caught one pass. Was it two, maybe? Drop more than he caught.
But we're going to judge a guy on preseason, really? Like, preseason? Everybody says, oh, you can't tell anything from preseason. I think that's bogus. Yeah. But, again, it's preseason. Who knows if he wouldn't have performed in the regular season?
Well, you can also go back and look at his last year's numbers. This is not his second chance. This was his third chance when he's already worn his welcome thin.
No, hold on. I wouldn't say it's his third chance. I would say it's his second chance. I mean, his first leaving of the Bengals, he's been wanting to trade from the Bengals off and on for his whole career. Let's look at the Bengals. They earned a great franchise and organization in history. And the fact that, you got Andy Dalton, you got A.J. Green now, you look a little better. But at the time, you had him, you had T.O., he had an okay year with them. You look at his time with the Patriots, he couldn't grasp the playbook, which for most people to tell you, working with Tom Brady and the Patriots is a very hard thing to do because they really don't call plays. They call plays to defensive situations. So it means coming to the line, you might, let's say, had a 5 and out. Let's keep it someplace like you had a 5 and out when you came to the line. What the defense playing now dictates your route. Maybe that changes to a slant. So maybe Ocho couldn't grasp the system, so he would come out and still run that 5 and out. Tom Brady's looking for the slant. It just didn't work out. He gets to a system where he knows the plays. Okay, hey, you come out, you're going to run this route. Hey, you come out, if the corner plays this way, I call a hot read, you're going to run this route. Or, hey, you know what, if you want to improvise it because you see you got him beat, you want to put that hand up Randy Moss style, and I'll get it out there. I think the Patriots thing was more of an anomaly than actually the facts of how good or how bad he got.
You're talking about the same guy who got outshined by Terrell Owens on his own team.
But he allowed that. He came on and said that he was Robin and Terrell was Batman.
You don't do that. I mean, that's his own. He should have never did that. For the guy who walked on the field with a Hall of Fame question mark jacket, which the question marks are probably the biggest thing on that jacket when it comes to him, because he may not end up there.
But no, okay. He said that T.O. was going to be the Batman because he had the pedigree. T.O. had the Hall of Fame career. T.O. had the numbers. He had all that. So I agree with Ocho on that. But let's not forget, Ocho did have 6 1,000-yard seasons. He had one season where he went over, had double digits in touchdowns in 10. From 2002 to 2007, he was a 1,000-yard receiver. Then he fell off a bit. He came back the year after that, 2009, I believe, had another 1,000 yards. Then he fell off a bit because that was the T.O. era. Then he kind of went to the Patriots where he didn't get on the field. And then he went with the Dolphins. And let's not forget, the Dolphins only released him because of the incident.
No,
they didn't look at him and say, oh, he can't play anymore. If you watch Hard Knocks, Braylon Edwards, the first day he was there, on Hard Knocks, they sent him out the door and said he couldn't play anymore. You look at Braylon Edwards in Seattle, he still can't play. Ocho was still there. So the incident is what got Ocho thrown out.
I don't know. From what I've seen about Hard Knocks, it didn't say that it was that. It was more the drop. They were already looking to let him go. This was the incident it was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Okay.
All right. And as far as being in Cincinnati, he was a prima donna. He always had, a lot of stuff he did. It really didn't hurt nobody, but at the same time, it didn't help nobody. All right. When you argue with your quarterback, he's not good enough. You go to the postseason 2 times and you complain. When somebody else comes in, you defer to them already. There's just too many things about this guy that just don't work out. And the thing, and actually what I want to bring up is actually talking about him now. What's he going to do now? What's he going to do now? He's already gone from Cincinnati. They don't want him back. He's gone from New England. They don't want him back. He's gone from it. They don't want him. Who wants this guy? Not only who wants this guy, but even if you wanted this guy, you wanted to take him with the NFL conduct policy and what's going on with him, do you take the chance when you may not even be able to sign him and see him for 6 games?
You're right about that, and we're going to end that teaser on that note with JD saying that Ocho ain't got nothing left in the tank. Don't worry, if Ocho make a return, we're going to bring up this teaser and put it in JD's face. But thank you all again. Thank Effa again for the beat, for the intro, and we will see you very, very soon. Keep up with us at unsportsmanmike.wordpress.com. Thank you again.